having DCSE one division and two division, right?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
to say audible होगी.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So in CSE two division last time क्या किया था?
We just went through the basics of the operating system.
Basics of the operating system नहीं किया था ना? And what about CSE one? I hope सब सुन रहे होंगे.
Sir, introduction, time sharing, time scheduling.
Okay, types of हमने देखा था. Okay. Okay, let me give a quick revision. I guess in one division मैंने सिर्फ discuss किया था operating system और वो सब. So just to synchronize the stuff, we are today going to directly deal with types of operating system so that there is both of the batch remains on the same page, and in the same manner we will be moving ahead. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's move on. आज हम first chapter probably पूरा complete कर लेंगे. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you must be able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Start the recording.
Okay, sorry. आप लोग ये recording download कहाँ से करते हो? Sorry, I'm outside of this.
टीम्स में सर वो आ जाता है डाउनलोड करने का.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, I guess recording is started. So let me give quick revision also and some एक डिवीजन का थोड़ा रिवीजन टाइप होगा दूसरे के लिए नया थोड़ा टारगेट हो सकता है. Okay, so as we have discussed the operating system in both the classes, what is operating system and all that stuff. So just to say that these are, let's say, my different user, right? ये मेरे different users है, and these are 1 2 3 users, right? Pardon मेरी drawing ऐसी रहने वाली है, okay, and so on. Okay, and one is using word processor and the other one using spreadsheet, one is using compiler, or the other last one is using web browser. Okay, ये सब use कर रहे हैं हमारा system. Okay, this all guys are using our system. Okay, this is our system application programs. Okay, which is actually running over what? Operating system. Okay, it is running over operating system, and this operating system is actually interacting with our what? Architecture or hardware. Okay, this hardware means what? Nothing but CPUs and other IOs. Okay, like keyboards and all that stuff. So this is where our operating system lies. This is where our operating system lies. This is where our operating system can be seen. So if you simply see that, if I talk about what is the function of operating system or what is the need of this operating system, if you think in that way, then what is the first thing? It is simply uh, is an interface between user and hardware. Okay, user and hardware. अगर मैं इस drawing में ही बात करूँ, like if we talk in this drawing, so what is the issue? ये हमारे सारे user है. Okay, ये सारे हमारे user हैं, right? And this is my hardware. Okay, so OS is giving an interface between user and hardware. Okay, this is the one. This is the first function of this. Okay, after that, it is also allocating the memory. Okay, the second function is it is also allocating the memory. Okay, it is also allocating the memory, right? For your resources. If my I won't I'm not going in the depth of that, but it is also allocating the memory. Now you can think about your gaming, GTA games, okay, what body body games, and there are some 94 GB games like Shadow, Middle Earth, and hell a lot, right? There are different games, right? But this all are what they are having. They need resources like we can say headphone, speaker, or any graphic card available in our system. Okay, so we need to allocate this stuff. So this is also taken care by operating system. Kya? Allocation of resources in a simple way. And the third way is it is also managing security. Okay, security can make locky docker. Okay, it is also managing a security. It is also managing our memory. Okay, memory club as simple as the lines docker. Okay, it is also managing our memory and all other stuff which needs to be managed. It is also managing our process. It is also managing our memory. You can say that memory location, which needs to be accessed by multiple programs. In short, he is our manager and scheduler. Okay, ये हमारा manager भी है, scheduler भी है. Scheduling is a very technical term when we say for operating system. Managing is a very no layman word for defining the work of our operating system. Simply, okay, for understanding you can take it, but you can write in exams also managing and scheduling. Okay, but if you want to elaborate it, you can elaborate in this way. So this is what we are having in particular operating system, and this is how we are doing it right now. If I talk about, okay, मैं diagram आज screen पे रख देता हूँ. Let me zoom it out. Okay, okay. So if I talk about, okay, if I talk about why this is the functions of operating system. These are the functions of operating system. So what would be the goals? Why we are doing this? Okay, so there are three things, or actually two things, right? It is either providing convenience, either it is providing efficiency, and in some cases it is providing both. Okay, convenience and efficiency are the key stuff, which is the goal of your operating system. Okay, it is providing convenience for user to interact with hardware. Okay, if I'm asked to write zeros and one codes so that I can use my computer, then I won't be convenient, but I am convenient with English language, right? I am writing my code in a way in English language, right? So I'm using English scripts and I'm writing my code in that way, and that is translated or managed by compilers, and then operating system is taking care of that assembly code and all that stuff. So until unless I am not in need to interact with hardware, I don't need to take care of it. Operating system is taking care of it, so it is convenient. Efficiency in terms of it is providing the efficient resource allocation, efficient memory allocation. So the memory, which even you may have 1 TB hard drive, right? In future we all may have 1 penta hard disk, right? Size of 1 penta. So but that doesn't mean that we are having a huge size that means we can use it in any way, but we again need to use it in an efficient way so that the memory which we have can be utilized at max, right? Or even sometimes we can also say that the resource allocated to some processes or some programs. Okay. So if I if I talk about uh, where I was, okay. If we talk about this process allocation, right? Process how resource allocation, right? If I am talking about in terms of resource allocation, that a program needs to be allocated resource, right, in efficient way. What do you mean by efficient way? Let's say I am having a program, okay, and the my printer is allocated to that program, and if other programs are there, they are waiting for 1 hour 2 hours, so it's efficient way. Even the printer is kept idle for much time. Even it is allocated to one program. Let's say I have program A. Program A is using my printer, but for 15 minutes it is kept idle. But again, it is allocated to program A only. So that for that 15 minutes, it can be utilized by another program. Mechanism which should have an efficient use of these resources, right? This is a very simple example for resource allocation. And in term when I say resource, that means everything or every connected or tangible stuff of our computer. So this is what happens. This is what happens when I'm talking about efficiency and conveniency. So these are the two major goals, okay, which should be achieved, which operating system is developed to achieve, right? Operating system is developed to achieve these two goals, and this is how these are the main goals of the operating system. Now, into types of operating system. Okay, so let's start from distributed operating system. I guess in one batch we have also batch operating system and time sharing operating system. If time permits, I will take it today again. But if not, I will take it in next lecture for the other batch. So batch में भी बाकी रह गया. But I guess I will be taking all the terms again here. Okay. So now we are at what types of operating system. Okay, types of operating system. So simply listing out the type of operating system. Let me just list it out. Sorry. Okay, so let me just list it out. So the one is batch operating system. The next one is time sharing. Okay. The next one is distributed. The next one is network. Okay. I'm just listing it out so that we can take it one by one. The other one is real time. And the last one is multi-programming. Okay. Or it is also known as tasking OS. Okay. Or it is also known as processing OS. I'm not writing the complete spelling, but also known as processing OS. So these are the different types of operating systems which we can see or which we can take into our consideration. Okay. Now, typical definition before moving to type of OS. Now, I should state it what is a typical definition of operating system. An operating system is a program that manages the computer hardware. Okay, and if you add one more line to your definition, you can write it also provide a basis of application programs and act as an intermediary between computer and computer hardware. Okay, again, let me repeat it. An operating system is a program that manages the computer hardware. It also provides a basis for application program and act as an intermediary between computer user and computer hardware. So this is what a typical definition can mean. Okay, this is what a typical definition can mean. Now let's start with distributed operating system. Okay, let's first start with distributed operating system. Okay, so when I say distributed operating system, so this type of operating system are actually advancement of recent world. It is widely accepted nowadays, and this concept is being used many places. Now, see again, there is one question which was asked in last lecture, so I would like to raise it again that is my Google app is my Google app and operating system would be of this type or this type. See, these are the base type of operating system, basic types or basic concept of operating system. No operating system can be of single means belong to the class of this operating system. These are the base class type of operating system according to the definition. according to the thinking of the operating system. Okay? If operating system is working in this way, then it is called batched. If operating system is working in this way, then it is called time sharing. If operating system is working in this way, then it is called distributed. Okay, it may happen one operating system may lie in two different types of operating system. Okay, let's say if I'm talking about Linux, in Linux it is possible I can say that it is a multi-programming operating system and also a network operating system. Okay, I can say it, right? I can say it. So this is what I would like to clear that कि आप कोई operating system को उस class में नहीं रख सकते. It may possible that it is having multi-functional. Okay, but these are the simple baseline types of operating system declared. Now, I was talking about distributed operating system, right? So, if I talk about this via distributed system, you should need to think of a scenario where we are having different computers. You can think about your lab, and they are interconnected with each other, and they are using a shared tangible medium to communicate with each other, but they do have their own memory as in our lab. They do have their own CPU as we in lab, right? So now this type of structure, first of all, this type of structure are known as distributed system, okay? Are known as distributed system. And it is this distributed system is also known as loosely coupled system. Okay, the distributed system is also known as loosely coupled system, and this interconnected computers may have different size of processors, different size of memory, everything. It's a heterogeneous collection. It can be a heterogeneous collection, right? It can have heterogeneous collection of specification, but the major benefit is that uh, the with this system, if you are working with this kind of system or this kind of operating system which is installed in this distributed system, the major benefit of working with this type of operating system is that it is always possible that one user can access the file or software which are not actually present on his system, right? uh, but it access the files of the connected system. It can also access the file of the connected system, or if you have heard like remote access, right? Nowadays we are having team viewer and other stuff, right? If our network is not connected in same, then also it is providing it, right? But if you go to your start menu, वहाँ पे लिखो remote desktop connection, right? You are able to actually open your remote desktop without anything. You just need your IP in the line and ID password, if you have set any ID password, right? So this functionality was first provided by, or it is actually provided by distributed system, and you can connect if the system is connected in same network, you can simply access in use it, okay? And even you can share your file directly to that system, remote system, right? Even you are working in system A and you want to use some data of system Z, you can do it. Okay, so this is how you can say that this distributed system seems, right? So if I say let's say if we draw this, right? If you draw about this distributed system, right? Let me draw it. Okay, so how this distributed system seems, again, if I draw it simple, so let's say this is one system, this is one system, this is one system, okay, and this all are having their own CPU, disk memory, disk space, memory, okay. This all are having their own CDM, okay, short में लिख रहा हूँ मैं, CDM. This all are having different CDM, okay. But what is common? Operating system. They are all having same operating system, okay. They all are interacting using same operating system. So this is how you can imagine your distributed operating system. This is how you can imagine your distributed operating system. Now, when if I talk about this distributed operating system, what are the advantages of this distributed operating system? First of all, the advantage of this distributed operating system is that let's say this first mark this as A, mark it as B, mark it as C. Let's say if I have my A system failed, okay, it has failed due to something, but it won't affect my complete distributed system, right? It will because they are independent from each other. All the systems are independent from each other. They are just let's say my A system A crashed and hence it is disconnected or not available, but my complete distributed system is still on, it is working correctly, right? I can use it. So one single node failure won't affect other nodes. Second is the electronic data exchange is very easy and we have great speed. We can have good speed to exchange the data. And since the resources are shared, right? Why I can say shared? Because I am having computer operating system. I may work at I may work at node B, and if let's say I am having a huge task, so half of the task can be divided between B and C node, and my computation can work more faster because in distributed system all nodes are connected and the resources are shared, right? The resources are shared. So again, you are having a great speed for computation and it's a durable system. Okay, and the load on the host computer, let's say B is my host computer from where I am running some Chrome or where I have started some task. Okay, where I have started some task. So at that place, I am not having load because that load can be divided to the other nodes in your distributed system. And the last for but according to me most important advantage is that your system can be easily scaled up. May I can add many heterogeneous system inside it or many different different types of computers I can connect to my distributed system, and it will only enhance my distributed environment and have any negative effect because मैं उसमें जितना ऐड करूंगा वो उतना powerful बनता है. Adding means what I am adding one more node, so it is also going to add more memory, more computation power. So these are the advantages of distributed. Again, if you are having advantages, also have disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? Let's say the network of the main network get failed. Okay, this is our main network, and it gets failed. Okay, so it is dependent on this main network, and then the communication link between if the main network fails, that means the communication between all this node get failed. Okay, the communication between all this node get fails. Hence, just because of one single point of bottleneck, your whole system dies. So here it has the disadvantage. Here it has the disadvantage, right? Now, if if you say if you can think of more disadvantage, if you can say more type of disadvantage, right? So what happens that here the when we are working in distributed environment here, so the if I am having a program or having a task, right? So the which should be kept on distributed environment, right? Which should be programmed or run on distributed environment. So in that case, what happens that the complexity of this program get increased because I need to work here where my program, my task, this can be noted as a task. Okay, this task can be huge, and if I want to work on the distributed operating system where it can be divided into chunks, so the complexity increases not only for my task coding, or you can say simple my code. Okay, इसे हम code की तरह भी ले सकते हैं, and the complexity increases, and hence even our distributed system environment, this whole system environment has a huge complexity. Reason क्या है? Because we are having a heterogeneous environment. Heterogeneous means what? Okay, that each and every node may have different CPU power, different memory. Okay, but the common thing is they all are working on the same operating system. मतलब हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही system है पूरे network में. Okay, Okay, so there is one you can say main network node जहाँ से वो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पूरे नेटवर्क में सप्लाई होता है और you can say you can just think about that the whole system is having a common operating system, one operating system. Okay, it is having only one operating system. Okay, so this operating system is also complex in itself because it is working for different several nodes. So this operating system itself become a complex operating system again, which is a disadvantage for us. Okay, till here, anyone would like to add anything, would like to ask anything?
No,
कॉम्प्लेक्स
sir.
सर
हाँ बोलो.
हाँ सर ये आपने बोला ना अभी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ जाती है पर सर मतलब अगर हमारे पास इतने सारे आपने मतलब एक पॉइंट वो भी बोला कि द स्पीड इंक्रीजेस मतलब बिकॉज वी
Hmm.
गेट द पावर ऑफ
Due
एवरी
to
मेमोरी
because we're
एंड
adding. हाँ,
यस सर तो सर
complexity.
कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्यों बढ़ती है सर मतलब वो डाउट है
कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कहाँ बढ़ रही है? मेन कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी वाली बात मैंने कहा की तो मेन कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इज आवर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. हमारा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का भी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ता है. Why? See, let me draw it again. अगर I am having one computer, okay, this is my one computer. It is having one operating system. Okay, yeah, this operating system is simple. It is designed to work with this resources, only the resources attached to this computer and this screen only. But when I am talking about distributed system, so what is happening? Let's say I am having one PC. This is my second PC. This is my third PC. Okay, and this all are connected in a network. Okay, this all are connected in a network. Okay, and let's say I am having one more PC. इसे आप गिन सकते हो मेन नोड. ओके, मेन नेटवर्क नोड और मेन नोड. ओके, आप इसे गिन सकते हो. इट मे बी अ पीसी और इट मे बी अ पीस ऑफ हार्डवेयर. ओके, इट मे बी अ पीसी और इट मे बी अ पीस ऑफ हार्डवेयर जिसे हम मेन नेटवर्क नोड कहते हैं. ओके, नाउ दिस all computers are having only one operating system. Okay, single operating system होता है, only one operating system which is also managing this, which is also managing this, which is also managing this. Okay, and practically saying it, actually the original copy of this operating system reside in the main network. Original copy जो operating system की है, वो main network में reside करती है. But this all computers are governed by a single operating system, that is our distributed operating system, that is known as distributed operating system. Distributed operating system means nothing but the operating system designed for distributed environment. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एनवायरनमेंट मैंने आपको अभी तक समझाया. ठीक है, उसके लिए जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वो हमारा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है. सो अब एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इतने मल्टी कंप्यूटर्स, इतने मल्टीपल नोड्स को हैंडल करेगा. इफ अ सिंगल ऑपरेटिंग हैंडलिंग सो मेनी मल्टीपल नोड्स, ऑब्वियसली द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम विल बी मोर. लॉजिकल है
यस
ये.
यस सर यस
सो यहाँ भी ये कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ती है. मीन्स द ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स.
गॉट इट
ओके.
पर हम एक दूसरे के बीच में भी तो कम्युनिकेशन करवा ही सकते हैं ना टेम्पररीली.
हाँ, इसमें आप एक ऑल नोड्स कैन कॉम्प्लेक्स, बट अगेन
नहीं
बॉटलनेक
मतलब
क्या.
સમજો કે પેલું કમ્પ્યુટર અને બીજા કમ્પ્યુટરની વચ્ચે
हाँ,
જો અમુક રિસોર્સિસને તમે એવા ફ્લેગ કરી નાખો કે જે લાઈક વગર મેન ઓએસ ને જોડે કમ્યુનિકેશન કે હાથે કરે પણ એકબીજાની વચ્ચે કમ્યુનિકેશન થઈ શકે છે. અથવા તો બીજું જે તમે કીધું ને કે
થઈ
જે
શકે.
સેન્ટ્રલ લાઈન છે અગર જો એમાં કંઈક પ્રોબ્લેમ આવશે તો એ કામ નહીં કરે તો એમાં પણ એ સોલ્યુશન
સેન્ટ્રલ
નીકળી
લાઈન નહીં,
શકે.
મેઇન નેટવર્ક. મેઇન
હા
નેટવર્ક.
હા
મેઇન
યપ યપ.
નેટવર્ક આ મેઇન નેટવર્ક છે. હા,
હા સો
પણ
જ્યાં so એ મેઇન
there are
નેટવર્ક.
many solution
હા
તો છે. There are many. See, these are typical class operating system and classes of environment. अगर आप CN कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क पढ़ोगे, you will have different types of environment जहाँ पे आप टोपोलॉजी से भी आप अंडरस्टैंड करोगे कि मैं कैसे environment बना सकता हूँ. For I if I say that there is a very good distributed network, के this all are having their own operating system. ठीक है, मैं simply सभी PCs को एक operating system दे देता हूँ and there will be a main hub, okay, जो इन दोनों से communication को enable करता है और enable करता है. Hence there would the our operating system will no home. It has just a burden of IPC, inter-process communication between nodes. जो आप जो solution बोल रहे हो, it can be achieved. But again, here IPC is a overburden. जब हम operating system, distributed operating system use करते हैं, तब वो distributed operating system itself is responsible to do that communication. हम उसे एक अपने distributed network को एक node की तरह easily access कर पाते हैं.
मतलब सर
Okay?
इसमें जो भी
मतलब
आप लैपटॉप से मतलब जो भी पीसी से आप जो कनेक्ट कर रहे हो उसके रिसोर्सेस यूज हो गए, बट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सब में एक ही कॉमन होगी.
हाँ, बिकॉज
ओके.
एक ही ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है. सो व्हाट रीजन क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू आर गवर्न्ड बाय अ सिंगल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, आप ऐसे इसको ऐसे समझो कि देयर मल्टी पीसीज हैं आपके लैब के, लेकिन उस पीसी में ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम नहीं है. ओके, देयर इज अ सिंगल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इन कंप्लीट नेटवर्क जो सारे पीसीज को गवर्न कर रहा है. Okay, so what happened in this case? Okay, for that operating system, each and every PC is a single node. तो जब मुझे एक टास्क को डिवाइड करना है मल्टीपल ये सीपीयूज में, उस समय मुझे कोई परमिशन या इंटरप्रोसेस कम्युनिकेशन की जो टिपिकल टास्क होते हैं वो नहीं करना पड़े. सी, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन, बट दिस वाज द फर्स्ट वन ऑफ द डिजाइंस. ओके, और ये डिजाइन एक्चुअली अभी चल रही है. दे आर दीस गाइस आर स्टिल यूजिंग इट. Okay, और इससे ही if I talk about this distributed, the next one is very similar operating system like distributed system. Okay, मैंने distributed system को आपको जो समझाया उससे बहुत ही similar है. That is network operating system. A very similar is network operating system. लेकिन उससे पहले कोई और कुछ पूछना चाहता हो तो कुछ कुछ डिस्कस करना चाहता हो तो anyone?
नो सर.
So if we talk about network operating system, आप लोगों का लेक्चर अभी 11:10 11:05 तक है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess we have time. Okay, so we have time, right? Okay. So if again मुझे इसको if I want to find network operating system and distributed operating system, तो यहाँ पे again let's say we are have what we are having, these are different chunks of CPU and memory. Okay, connect connected to a single operating system. Okay, this is what happening. Now when I'm talking about this is distributed. Okay, मैं यहाँ पे distributed system लिखता हूँ. Okay, मैं यहाँ पे मैं distributed system. When I'm talking about network operating system, now network operating system में क्या होता है? These are the tightly coupled. यहाँ पे ये loosely coupled है. They are having individual stuff. Okay, in individual memory size, or they are means it's an heterogeneous collection of hardware. ऐसा मैं बोल सकता हूँ in distributed terms. That's why we call this as a loosely coupled. But when I'm talking about network system, okay, network system or network operating system or network environment, ठीक है. तो उसके पहले जो network we should discuss what is network environment. So network environment is very similar to this distributed system, but the main difference is that DS is loosely coupled while network system is tightly coupled. So अगर loosely coupled में मैं ऐसा बोलता हूँ कि ये heterogeneous collection of CPU and memory है. So what do you mean by tightly coupled?
All the CPUs will be equal.
Hmm. Is it possible और is it necessary कि मैं equal रखूं एक network में? See, the one major thing which I can say about this, why this network system is called as tightly coupled. Okay, see, let's again. This network system run based on servers. तो होता क्या है? ये network system में एक central server है. Okay, this is your file server. You can think about it. ये अगर मैं आपको एग्जांपल दूंगा तो आप और इफ आई एक्सप्लेन दिस सिस्टम यू कैन इजीली कोरिलेट विद योर करंट ट्रेंड. अगर आप लोग ट्रेंड्स पढ़ते हो कंप्यूटर ऑन गेमिंग करते हो तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ये कैसा सिस्टम है. यू विल easily relate it to your real life. So what happens in this system we are having a system which runs on a server, and this server actually provides capability to manage data, user group, security, application, and all other networking function. Okay, so this is what we are having here at central, and these are our, let's say, client PC or other PCs connected. Okay, please pardon my drawing. One, two, three, and four. Okay, these are what my different PCs connected to it. Now, this operating system which resides at file server. Okay, it gives us capability. Okay, this actually gives us a capability to share the resources. Now, what kind of resources? Like any file, any printers, security applications, and any private anything in this small private network. Now, the most important thing is that here each and every user, let's say here I am having a user one, here I am having a user two, here I am having user three. So these user are aware of this underlying configuration of all other users also. Let's say one user one is aware that what are the resources of two. While in distributed system, we are not aware कि कौन से system में कितना power है क्या है. We it may happen that I am not aware because it's a heterogeneous collection. Or if it is reaches to 1000, I'm not aware of this heterogeneous system कि कौन सा साइज का, कौन सा कोड का, कौन सा मेमोरी का, कौन सा सीपीयू पावर का सिस्टम मेरे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड ऑपरेटिंग और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एनवायरनमेंट में कनेक्टेड है. बट इन दिस सिस्टम ये ईच एंड एवरी यूजर नो दैट कि दूसरे कंप्यूटर्स की अंडरलाइंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या है. दैट मीन्स इफ अ कंप्यूटर इज कनेक्टेड टू द नेटवर्क, they know the underlying configuration of all other user within the network, their individual connections, and etc. Okay, so we are having complete information, while in the case of distributed system we are not having that information, right? So that is the main reason that this network operating environment is also known as tightly coupled system. Okay, just because we are having the complete information about it. Okay, so again, so you can see that it's a very similar like distributed operating system, but there's a many minor changes. There's minor difference. Now, the homework question which I want to give to you guys. Okay, there are several homework questions जो आपको मुझे next lecture में ढूंढ के बताना है. Okay, and we can discuss it more. See, in distributed operating system, a distributed system में मैंने क्या बोला that whole nodes are having a common operating system. This common operating system is governing it, right? While in the case of network, मैंने एक बोला कि एक file server है, right? There is a file server. Obviously, that file server is also having an operating system. Okay, and this operating system is known as network operating system. And this side, the network operating system, which resides at file server, जो file server का operating system है, he is one responsible for the user one, user two, user three resources, उनके resources को access करना, उसको connect करना and share करना. Right, he is the one. Okay, so ये एक अलग अलग तरह का structure है. ये एक अलग अलग तरह का structure which is in network operating system, which is in network operating system. So my question is, what would be the basic difference between this distributed system and network operating system? मैंने तो ये ड्राइंग बता दी, ये स्ट्रक्चर बता दी. यहाँ पे मैंने बोला कि फाइल सर्वर पे जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम रहता है उसे मैं बोलता हूँ नेटवर्क ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, बिकॉज इट इज हैंडलिंग योर नेटवर्क. ओके, इन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सिस्टम में मैंने क्या बोला कि देयर इज अ मेन सर्वर, ओके, जो जहाँ पे ओरिजिनली ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम रहता है, एंड वन दिस सिंगल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज गवर्निंग ईच एंड एवरी नोड। ओके, उस नोड में कोई अलग से कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इंस्टॉल नहीं है, राइट? सो व्हाट व्हाट हैपेंस विद दिस यूजर वन, यूजर टू, यूजर थ्री, इनके पास कौन सा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होता है, और यहाँ पे कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होता है कि नहीं? दैट इज माय क्वेश्चन। इज इट अंडरस्टैंडेबल मैं क्या पूछ रहा हूँ? यस और नो, और शैल आई रिपीट इट?
यस सर।
ओके, सो ये एक क्वेश्चन है जिसका आंसर आपको मुझे लाके देना है।
ओके सर।
ओके, इसका आंसर गिग्स और गिग्स पे नहीं मिलेगा, इसलिए उस पे मत टूटना। ओके, सी दिस इज नॉट अ बिग थिंग, बट अगर आपको पता तो अच्छी बात होती है। ओके, सो if I talk about examples of network operating system, if I talk about network operating system or examples of network operating system, right? So I hope you have heard about Windows Server 2003 operating system. सुना है ऐसा कोई नाम? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is one example of network operating system. Distributed operating system में example कभी सुना है? Locus is one of the example of distributed operating system. Okay, so now you just need to find me कि क्या हो रहा है। See, अगर मैं basically कोई difference बोलूँ ना ये दोनों में क्या है, तो मैं ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ, distributed environment we may have a means a main network or main hub, ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है in the case of distributed, right? Main network, okay, main network जिस चीज हो सकती है, let's say अगर ये जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वो मेन नेटवर्क ही है, मान लो यहाँ पे कोई एक मेन नेटवर्क है, ओके, और ये सारे नोड्स कनेक्टेड है, ओके, और सारे नोड्स पे ये अकेला ही ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम चल रहा है। मैंने आपको एक बात भी बोली थी कि प्रैक्टिकली ये ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम एक जगह पे होता है, मतलब मेन कोई पीसी होती है और एक पीस ऑफ हार्डवेयर होता है जहाँ पे होता है, ये एक्चुअली कुछ नहीं है। ही इज दिस नोड एक्चुअली, वो ये कभी डिस्कस, बट अगर आप प्रैक्टिकली कब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एनवायरनमेंट को इम्प्लीमेंट करोगे ना, तो ये नोड होता है जहाँ पे आपका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम डिसाइड करता है, और एक्चुअली यही होता है जो पूरा नेटवर्क चला रहा होता है। ओके, यही होता है जो पूरा नेटवर्क चला रहा होता है। तो अगर आप विजुअलाइज करना चाहोगे हो क्या रहा है, कि ये ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम और ये नेटवर्क है, ओके, ये नेटवर्क के अंदर ही ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, और सभी पीसी जो सारे नोड्स, ऑल द नोड्स विच आर कनेक्टेड टू दिस नेटवर्क इज हैविंग दैट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, और इट इज गवर्न्ड बाय दैट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम। इनके अंदर इंडिविजुअली कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इंस्टॉल नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? वाइल इन द केस ऑफ नेटवर्क ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, मेरे पास एक सेंट्रल फाइल सर्वर है जिसके अंदर एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है, और फाइल सर्वर इन सारे नोड्स की जो रिसोर्सेज हैं उनको शेयर करता है, और उनको शेयर करने में वो कंट्रोल, फाइल सर्वर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर शेयरिंग एंड कंट्रोलिंग दी शेयर्ड रिसोर्सेज, ओके। और फाइल सर्वर पे जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है उसे हम नेटवर्क ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कहते हैं। आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज द मेन डिफरेंस। Okay, so example of distributed operating system is Locus. Example of network operating system is Windows 2003, Server Net, Windows Server 2003, Microsoft Server 2008, Unix, Linux, Mac OS X, okay, Mac OS X, Novel NetWare, and BSC. There are a hell lot of networking operating system. Okay, now the next one is a response time or real time operating system. Okay, the real time operating system. The next one is real time operating system. So if I talk about a real time operating system, okay, so if I talk about real time operating system, right? So this is very this type of operating system serves on real time system, right? If I say nuclear power plant, right? So in nuclear power plant, there is a network, or you can say you are having some work which should be done on the regular basis or time basis, right? So this operating works on that real time specific. They are designed, this type of operating system designed to work for specific real-time work. Okay, let's say a nuclear power plant. In nuclear power plant, there is a system which is handling the gates of the nuclear power plant. Just imagine that nuclear का जो core है, we need to open the shut at a time. We need to insert carbon rod, and at a time we need to take out those carbon rod. Okay, so ये सारे जो task है, ऐसे जो टास्क होते हैं, वो एक ऑप्शन गवर्न कर रहा होता है. ओके, अगेन ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम से अगेन इफ यू थिंक इट्स थिंग बट piece of capable of handling the hardware, और उसके ऊपर यूजर को हाइड करने का टाइम. So this kind of operating system is for this kind of tasks which I just gave, for which I just gave example. Right now, this real time application or real operating system can be divided into two parts. Okay, so the hard real time operating system and soft real time operating system. Okay, that is hard operating system and soft real time operating system. So again, मैंने real time operating system को क्या बोला कि this type of operating system serves real time systems. Okay, they are having some time intervals to process it. They are having very small chunks of inputs. In like obviously, if you are working in real time environment, obviously if you're having large chunks of memory, then to process it, we will take time to process it, right? So we are having a time interval. कितने time interval में हमारा operating system को response देगा. That means let's say carbon rod effect on nuclear core has been increased. So in some time interval, the operating system should send a signal to the hardware to remove that carbon rod from the core. Okay, so this is one example where which I'm giving you to remember it. Okay, real time interval में क्या होता है? They are having a time interval in which your real time operating system should give a response, right? So that's why I said that response time operating system. इसका इसलिए दूसरा नाम मैंने ऐसा बोला, response time operating system. Okay, real time operating system as in response time operating system. Now, as I said, we are having again, if I want to say more example, तो हम मिसाइल सिस्टम को बोल सकते हैं, एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल सिस्टम में डाल सकते हैं, और इवन यू कैन से रोबोट्स. Okay, system used for robots. Okay, because there is some time interval. Let's say someone said hello to your robot, so the robot should give response hello within 2 seconds. तो ये भी आपका operating system हुआ real time operating system, right? So this is what real time operating system called. If I can divide this time operating system into two parts, that is hard real time, soft real time. It goes with the name. Hard real time मतलब क्या हुआ? It should follow the time interval very strictly. थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे नहीं चलेगा. For example, if I talk about airbags, okay. If I talk about airbags, so if I talk about airbags जो अपनी कार में इंस्टॉल होती है. दीपक सर पति क्यों तुम्हारा? Okay, sorry. और चालू. Okay, so airbags. If I talk about airbags which are in your car, right? If you can imagine कि अगर वो कार का airbag, if that airbag is coming outside 1 minute late, so it would be able to save the life of the person in the car? एक्सीडेंट के बाद अगर वो कार का airbag 1 minute लेट निकला तो no, it means it should follow strict time interval, right? So even in the computer system, when we want to follow strict time interval like this, that is no real time operating system. Hard real time operating system. Okay, as I said, hard and soft are the two types of real time operating system. So these are the example of hard time operating system. So can you guys give me the soft real time operating system example for soft real time operating system? I hope you got question. मैंने
जो
क्या पूछा?
हम और आप जैसे लोग यूज करते हैं वो सॉफ्ट होता है, लेकिन जो मिलिट्री है या फिर स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजीज वाली कंपनीज है या फिर जो
नहीं,
बाबा एटॉमिक
नहीं।
रिसर्च सेंटर टाइप्स है, उनका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम
स्पेसिफिक एग्जांपल, मतलब यू आर राइट, मैं इसे रॉन्ग नहीं बोलूंगा, बट स्पेसिफिक, लेट्स से मैंने हार्ड रियल टाइम का एग्जांपल क्या दिया, मिसाइल सिस्टम। अगर मिसाइल 1 या 2 मिनट बाद लॉन्च हुई तो अपने टारगेट को हिट करने से पहले ही ब्लास्ट हो सकती है, राइट। अगर वो सिस्टम, वो भले मिसाइल में वो सिस्टम होता है कि जब तक वो टच ना हो तब तक वो ब्लास्ट नहीं होती है, बट इट में पॉसिबल कि हम टाइम बेस्ड मिसाइल रखते हैं कि यहाँ पे इतना टाइम बाद वो ब्लास्ट हो, राइट। तो अगर मिसाइल सिस्टम लॉन्च होने में देर हुआ तो ऑब्वियसली के कुछ इशू हो सकता है, राइट। हमारी ट्रेजेक्टरी बदल सकती है और वी मे हैव सम प्रॉब्लम्स, राइट।
नहीं,
तो एक
एनालिटी
हार्ड रियल टाइम
नियरली
है, इतने टाइम इंटरवल में वो वहाँ पे मतलब दैट मींस वी नीड टू फॉलो द टाइम इंटरवल स्ट्रिक्टली। तो सॉफ्ट रियल वी नीड देयर इज द टाइम इंटरवल इज नॉट नीडेड टू बी फॉलोड स्ट्रिक्टली, ये हम समझते हैं। तो मुझे
सर
वैसा
गेमिंग,
स्पेसिफिक एग्जांपल चाहिए। हाँ,
मतलब
गेमिंग, यस, परफेक्टली राइट आंसर। कि गेमिंग में एक हो सकता है, बट हाँ, गेमिंग कैन बी एग्जांपल, गेमिंग कैन बी एग्जांपल,
मतलब सर हमारे लैपटॉप पे हम
गेमिंग
गेम
कैन बी,
खेले ना, मतलब देन आल्सो
हाँ।
आवर ओन लैपटॉप कैन बी इट्स टाइप।
प्लीज ये राइट एग्जांपल है, चले, इट इज फाइन, बट कोई ऐसा एग्जांपल जो आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स, मतलब आपके रूम से बाहर निकलो फिर कोई एग्जांपल दो, ऐसा कोई। जैसे मैंने मिलिट्री का बोला तो मिलिट्री के अलावा सोचो। कैन आई से दैट डैम होते हैं, डैम के गेट्स जो खुलते हैं वहां पे भी एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम हो, वो ऑटो, वहां पे इंसान तो वो नहीं घुमाता ना चक्की, और गेट खुलता है डैम का। दैट मीन्स देयर इज सम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, हाइड्रोलिक पावर कंट्रोल्ड बाय सम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस, जहाँ पे एक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होगा, राइट। तो अगर मैं गेट खोलने का सिग्नल देता हूँ और 1 मिनट गेट लेट खोलेगा डैम का, तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा क्योंकि उसे पानी छोड़ना ही है।
यस सर।
कैन आई से दैट एग्जांपल ऑफ सॉफ्ट रियल टाइम
ના
ઓપરેટિંગ
ના
સિસ્ટમ?
ના ના એ તમે ખોલતી વખતનો અઝ્યુમ કરો છો ને, પણ જો એ ખોલતી વખતે પણ 1 મિનિટનો
हाँ,
ડિલે આવશે તો એ બંધ થતી વખતે પણ તો ડિલે આવશે
हाँ,
ને, તો બંધ થતી વખતે વધારે લોસ થશે.
हाँ। so any example, but વધારે લોસ થશે, બટ એક મિનિટ કે 15 સેકન્ડ નો ડીલે ત્યાં ચાલી જશે, 15 સેકન્ડ નો ડીલે ચાલી જશે, માનો છો 15 સેકન્ડ નો ડીલે ચાલી જાય, 10 સેકન્ડ નો ડીલે ચાલી જાય, ઓકે,
જે
10 સેકન્ડ
જે
નો ડીલે ચાલી જાય। હવે હું એ જ વસ્તુ, હા, હું એ જ
ઓટો
કહું કે ન્યુક્લિયર પાવર પ્લાન્ટ માંથી કોર માંથી કાર્બન રોડ્સ મારો 10 સેકન્ડ લેટ નીકળે તો શું થશે?
હાર્ટ સર।
હમ સો ક્રિટિકાલિટી જ્યાં વધારે છે ત્યાં રિયલ ટાઈમ, હાર્ડ રિયલ ટાઈમ જોઈએ। ક્રિટિકાલિટી જ્યાં ઓછું છે, સી ક્રિટિકલ ઇન ટર્મ્સ ઓફ વોટ? ડેમેજ। ઓકે, ક્રિટિકલ ઇન ટર્મ્સ ઓફ વોટ? ડેમેજ। ઇફ મારું એરોસ્પેસ નું કંઈક છે, સેટેલાઇટ ઓર લેટ્સ સે સમથિંગ, સેટેલાઇટ છે, રાઈટ। સેટેલાઇટ સોલર એનર્જી થી ચાલે છે, વી ઓલ નો દેટ, રાઈટ। ઇટ ઇઝ હેવિંગ સોલર પેનલ્સ ઓન ઇટ્સ વિંગ્સ, રાઈટ। તો હવે જસ્ટ ઇમેજિન કે એ વિંગ્સ સૂરજ ટાઈમ પર આવ્યું અને ત્યાં લેટ ખુલ્યું, ઓકે, એ લેટ ખુલ્યું તો એ લેટ ખુલ્યું ત્યાં, પણ એની પાસે બેટરીઝ હોય છે, ઓકે, સો થોડોક સર્વાઈવ ત્યાં થોડુંક 1 મિનિટ લેટ બી ખુલ્યું, પણ એની બેટરીઝ છે અને થોડુંક સર્વાઈવ કરવા માટે, તો ત્યાં સોફ્ટ રિયલ ટાઈમ ઓપરેટિંગ સિસ્ટમ ચાલશે કે 1 મિનિટ લેટ ખુલ્યું, બટ જે રીતે ખુલશે એવી રીતે સોલર એનર્જી એ ચાર્જ થશે। તો એક સોફ્ટ રિયલ ટાઈમ છે। બટ હું હાર્ડ રિયલ ટાઈમ નું અત્યારે હું એક જ એક્ઝામ્પલ વિચારી શકું છું, ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ એ જ કાર્બન રોડ અને ન્યુક્લિયર કોર, ત્યાં 1 સેકન્ડ નો બી ડીલે એક ચેન રિએક્શન આપી શકે છે અને ઇટ મે ગીવ અ ગુડ એક્સટેન્ટ। સો મારી પાસે ખાલી અત્યારે હાર્ડ રિયલ ટાઈમ નું એક જ એક્ઝામ્પલ છે, બટ સોફ્ટ રિયલ ટાઈમ નો બહુ બધા છે, રાઈટ। સો ઇન ધ નેક્સ્ટ કેસ, સી આઈ હોપ યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ મે સોફ્ટ અને રિયલ ટાઈમ ક્યાં મેં ડિફાઇન કર્યું। ઇટ ઇઝ બેઝડ ઓન વોટ? ક્રિટિકાલિટી એન્ડ યોર એન્વાયરમેન્ટ, જ્યાં ઇન્ટરવલ સ્ટ્રીક ના હોય તો ચાલી જશે, ઇન્ટરવલ સ્ટ્રીક નહીં હોય તો નહીં ચાલે, ઓકે। દેટ ઇઝ અ બેઝિક ડિફરન્સ બિટવીન ધીસ ટુ। ઇઝ ઇટ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડેબલ? નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ મને બેઉના બે બે એક્ઝામ્પલ મળશે તમારા તરફથી, જે મેં કીધું એના સિવાયના।
હા સર।
DVD player is soft real time.
ડીવીડી પ્લેયરમાં ટાઈમ ઇન્ટરવલ શાના માટે? ઇટ્સ નોટ અ ગુડ એક્ઝામ્પલ, મતલબ વિચારે છે તો રાઈટ ડિરેક્શનમાં, બટ ઇટ્સ નોટ અ ગુડ એક્ઝામ્પલ। હું એને એક સારો એક્ઝામ્પલ ના કહી શકું.
સર પેલા જે ઓટોમેટિક ગેટ્સ ખુલે છે ને, મતલબ આપણે કોઈ પણ મોલ ને બધે
આઈ
જઈએ.
ગેસ તમારો નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચર નોટ થઈ ગયો છે. મને અટેન્ડન્સ ડાઉનલોડ કરી લેવા દો. અગેન
Yes.
મને રેકોર્ડિંગ સ્ટોપ કરી લેવા દો. ઓકે આઈ ગેસ તમારો નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચર છે ને અત્યારે?
યસ સર.
હા તો જાઓ નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં 11 ને 12. ઓકે આપણે આગળ ડિસ્કશન નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં રાખીશું. ડોન્ટ વરી, આપણે અહીંથી સ્ટાર્ટ કરીશું. બરાબર, મને યાદ દેવડાવજો. ઓકે, ગો ટુ યોર નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચર ફાસ્ટ.
સર અટેન્ડન્સ થઈ ગઈ.
થેન્ક યુ સર.
Thank you, sir.
થેન્ક યુ સર.